Well, UN nuclear inspectors are in Iran for a second day, but get this, they're not inspecting anything. Apparently, they are just there to hold talks with officials in Tehran. Yesterday, the team asked for access to the Parchin military complex outside Tehran, and they were denied. Some suspect that site is secretly being used to try to build nuclear weapons. This is that country's deputy military chief reportedly warns of a preemptive military strike if Iran is threatened. Here now, the former vice chief of staff of the Army, retired four-star General Jack Keane. He is also a Fox military analyst. I suppose it should come as no surprise that Iran lets the inspectors in, but then won't let them inspect anything, eh, General?
Yeah, this has been a pattern for over 10 years now. They've maintained a veil of secrecy, certainly over their nuclear development program. They let inspectors come. They usually don't let them see all the sites they want to see, and they don't let them talk to the scientists that they want to talk to. And they start to go into a negotiation role, which has also been a major tactic they've used for years, and have been, frankly, quite successful at it. Their program is moving on, and they use these tactics to buy time so they can get this program developed.
So you suspect that one of these days we're going to wake up and find that they do have a nuclear weapon?
Well, absolutely. I mean, we're on a path for them to have a nuclear weapon. And make no mistake about it. I mean, they say this is all about nuclear energy. If that was the case, why wouldn't they let the inspectors come in and see every facility they want to see and talk to scientists they want to see? The answer is obvious. They truly have something to hide. We're moving towards a nuclear capability. That's what's got the Israelis so excited, because they think it's near-term versus far-term.
Well, and the administration has been leaning on the Israelis not to attack, right?
Yeah. The administration has put so much pressure on the Israelis not to attack. They've actually taken the pressure off of the Iranians in terms of developing the nuclear weapons program. And unfortunately, I think what the White House is doing is signaling to the Iranians clearly that by putting this pressure on the Israelis not to attack, we're also telling the Iranians that we would not attack. And therefore, we're forfeiting our right to use coercive diplomacy and try to bring the Iranians to heel in terms of voluntarily giving up their program.
What about this warning from Iran that it is going to attack, it'll make a preemptive attack if it feels threatened?
Well, look at John. Everything the Iranians to say in terms of threat of violence, we have to take seriously. They've been killing Americans for over 30 years and killing Israelis for over 30 years, using proxies to do it. But from a military perspective, that doesn't hold up to scrutiny. They do not have the military capacity to take out all of the Israeli capability that they would use in an attack. That's the harsh reality. If they do have the capacity, certainly, to use terrorism against vulnerable targets, and they could shoot missiles at Israel, but they would not be able to preemptively take out the Israeli military capacity. And the second thing they would do, if they did a direct attack on Israel, as they're claiming they would do preemptively, they give up the geopolitical advantage they have in receiving an unprovoked attack by the Israelis by preemptively attacking the Israelis. That would be a major blow to them, I think, politically.
So it seems that we are, time and effort trying to convince the Israelis not to attack than we are trying to get these Iranian facilities open for inspection.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The Iranians are in control of what facilities they want to open for inspection. I mean, what remains in the kit bag still is we could impose crippling sanctions on the Iranians. I mean, not the slow incremental protocol, no. I'm talking about crushing the central bank and the other banking systems, seizing all their foreign assets, literally stopping all of the international community, with the exceptions of some of their allies, from trading with them, shutting down the support for their refining operation, and also, quite frankly, using covert operations, cyber attack against limited economic and military targets, and espionage in concert with the Israelis. If we did that, we would still have a chance to get them to voluntarily give up the program.
General Jack Keane, thank you.
Take care, John.
More on that next.